That's good. I don't want to hear myself talking.
There you go.
Okay.
Now, Ray,
I can live with that.
we
No,
have,
Fred. Don't get too lippy, Fred. Okay.
right, Ray. The boys and I have tried everything.
Yep.
And we can't get the notes to go across. Everything
Okay.
else, absolutely fine. Sync. We can get all your calendars and everything synced, but the notes that you currently have won't transfer automatically.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, that's good, but I really appreciate you giving it a shot.
That's all right, mate.
From that aspect, and because it just clears the air from where I am.
Yeah.
You know.
So look, I mean, have a think about it. If you still want to go ahead, we'll do you the special deal that we do for Fred's thing. But the only issue we've got is, you can't import the notes across.
Yeah, and the categories. Yeah.
Categories we can.
All right, the categories.
The only thing, so that spreadsheet you sent me told me everything. I can import the birthdays. I can do all of that sort of stuff. But your actual physical note, met this bloke in a pub. I've read some of them. God, Jesus Christ, right?
Yeah.
Met this bloke in a pub. That won't go across.
Okay. No,
yeah, but all of their contact details, their birthdays, anniversaries, the category you want it to go into, not a problem. But the note won't go over.
Okay, rightio.
This is how you're going to have to keep those notes now in future.
Don't get too darn lippy, all right? Okay.
So
having to put up with Fred is enough today, all right?
Okay, I'll leave. That's it. I'm done. I'm out of here. Good.
Okay, go while you got a chance. Okay.
Lucia.
Yeah.
Massive apologies.
You're right. All good.
If all you need to do is talk to people, I have had so many computer problems. I ended up having to format the whole thing.
Jason, you do not need to.
Look, I hate it when people change appointments on me. I can't stand it when people do that. And then I'm doing it to you because Zoom just would not open.
Yeah, all good. No problem.
I ended up yesterday. I even had to. I even dropped out of my own networking event on Tuesday. It was that bad. So anyway, I've reformatted the computer and it's working fine now. So whenever you want to do it, we'll fit it in.
All good.
So while you're at it, Jason, no need to apologise to me at all for anything. All right.
Are you sure? I reached out to you on that other Be Connected.
Hey, mate, John Wayne said apologies is a sign of weakness. Now, don't give, all right? John Wayne's one of our heroes, all right?
Are you sorry for saying that?
But he's sorry, but he won't apologise for it.
No, don't apologise, Ina Sharple's never apologised for what she said.
Great show. Great show. Best show in the world, mate.
Half the people probably
That's where
don't
I'm
know what
from.
it is.
Manchester.
Hi, Maury. Welcome, dude.
God.
We'll just give it a few more minutes, see if any of the stragglers come in, if any of the other Canadians or US participants arrive.
Hey, Lucia.
Lucia, Ray, how you doing?
I'm like Jack Nicholson, girl, about as good as it gets, okay? Hey, I was just asking, how's the new management going with the new image?
Sensational. Awesome. Yeah, best thing that's ever happened to our company.
Can we all chip in and get a quote book for Ray, because his gags are just the same shit rolling around every 2-3 weeks, mate. All right, how are you? As Jack Nicholson, as good as it gets. I hear that at least once a week, mate.
Well, at least it's
it's got to be. There's no good whining and bitching because you don't want to hear about that.
I just want to get you some quotes, mate.
It's God's zone over here, and we can't bitch and moan about that, Although there's a fair few people doing it.
We need to get a send out card with all different quotes on for Ray, and we'll send it out.
You're like that singer, Normie, never let a chance go by. Okay. Don't you remember him? Australian singer.
Was that Normie Rowe?
Normie Rowe.
He's an Australian singer. Pop
Normie
singer
Wright.
back. Yeah,
Can you remember him?
yeah, sang the song, Never Let a Chance Go By. Back in the rock days.
What, Flintstones?
Wow, look who's joined us. Hello. So what do we owe the pleasure? Way to go. Hey, Ray. Hey, Cal, how are you, dude?
Get here as much as possible, buddy.
Dear.
Oh, I've got to look more professional now. He's turned up.
Yeah, you go get your jacket on. Go and
Yeah.
go get the
Yeah,
shirt collar and tie on.
It's all
I
right, mate.
haven't shaved this week. I have been so stressed with this computer. I get up in the morning, I haven't even got time for shaving. It's like, is it going to turn on today?
I had a chat with Cal yesterday, I think it was, Cal, wasn't it? We jumped online and I said to him, first words out of my mouth was, put your bloody shirt on.
Oh, it's terrible because he's living in Thailand, mate.
He just
Mate,
got out of the pool and he said,
I just got out of the pool and as soon as you said you're available, mate, you're such a VIP person, mate. So that's what it was. And as soon as you said you're available, I thought, oh, I've got to get up there and yeah.
Now, Cal, you know when you come back over here for Christmas,
Yeah.
I'm buying you a gift voucher for IKEA.
Oh yeah, what's that? What's
You
that?
can go and buy a chest.
That's
That's
nasty.
nasty.
That's really nasty.
I love you, mate. You know that.
There we go. We got Helga. Welcome, Helga. Good to see you.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's jumping on when I
don't
can.
know. I don't know. Excuses. What
I
can we-
know.
All right. Well, we've got over the 5-minute mark, so I suppose we'll do the normal thing where we go around the room and introduce ourselves and explain who we are, what we do, who we serve, and more importantly, who we want to connect with, because that's what network meetings are all about. It's not about who's in the room. It's who we know that's not in the room that can help you. So I'll kick it off as normal. Fred Gillen, More Marketing Ideas. I run a digital agency called More Marketing Ideas, and I help small businesses get seen online by lifting their online profile. And I do that multiple ways. So we can either do it for you, we can do it with you, or we could show you how to do it. And it starts off with a strategy session. And for the rest of the year, I'm offering strategy sessions for the amazing fee of $20.22 because the year is 2022. So if you know anybody who wants to get seen online, just connect them with me and we'll help them do that. And I also run this amazing networking group. That's me, Fred Gillen. Jay, would you like to go next? And even if you don't want to, you're next.
My name's Jason Wormsley from Be Connected World, and I'm the ringleader of the Be Connected World business community. And I help business owners around the world, just like you guys, increase their profile, productivity, and save cash in your pocket. Do that through offering platinum profiles on the Be Connected World platform. Sorry, I'm reading this because Misty made me change it. All right, and introduce you to over 2,000 members who want to do business with you. Yearly premium memberships, Be Connected World, start at $297 Australian. And this week, I'm looking at being connected with people who want to pay for new products and services using their own products as opposed to paying for cash. That's me.
Okay, we'll probably get you to expand on that a little bit later. So, Ray, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yep, rightio. Hey, good afternoon, everyone from across the ditch at a day that was trying to rain, but that's okay, in a little town called Oamaru. So Ray Treadaway from raytreadaway.com, and I'm looking for people who are feeling the pain at the pump. Okay, and I got this little pill that's putting makes your tank full of petrol go like your body full of enzymes and endorphins, you know, from that. So it gives you more economy, cleaner burning, and I've been trying this product now for a month and haven't noticed a lot of difference in the fuel consumption, but a lot more response in the accelerator and the motor. And I'm towing the caravan all the time, so it's I go into some ups and downs, hills. So it's not all flat going. So I'll see how it all goes. So if you want to detox your tank, see me. I got the pill for it. Ray Treadaway from raytreadaway.com, in the land of milk and honey and good cows. Okay.
Ray, can I just give you a heads up of what's just happened in Australia? So the government did a fuel levy reduction while the cost of living, interest rates and everything was going up. That actually ended yesterday. So the cost of petrol as of midnight last night went up an average of 30 cents a litre all across Australia. So it might be worth you trying to jump into as many Australian networking groups as you can right now, because everybody's going to start feeling it over the next few days.
So what are you paying a litre there now for?
$2.
Yeah, about $2.
Jesus, that's all right. You know, we're paying. I'm on diesel, so I'm paying anywhere between $2.45 and $2.60. It varies from wherever I am. But petrol is up $2.70, $2.69. You know, not cheap.
Yeah, diesel's been sitting around at $2 for quite a number of months now, but it seemed to be pretty stable at that. But petrol just went up yesterday. Actually, it got in before the jump, so who knows? Anyway, Nobby, would you like to introduce yourself? And even if you say no, you're on the deck, so go for it.
So Ray puts the pep in his Bowser with his pill. I'm Nobby Kleiman, I live in Melbourne. I created software that shows people how to manage their money, eliminate their debt in less time, create their future wealth just on their current income without the need to beg, borrow or steal, get a second or third job, move back in with your parents, and do it better, faster, smarter. And the main people I'm looking to work with are professional women.
Thanks, Nobby. Lucia, welcome again. You're on mute.
Not now. Hi, everybody. My name's Lucia. This is how it's pronounced. Lucia. Everyone struggles with that name. So think of Santa Lucia. Anyway, my company is Nutrimetics New Image Group, and I'm a Nutrimetics consultant. And what I do with our beautiful, eco-friendly, cruelty-free products, skincare, cleaning products, home care, well-being products, is that I run skincare and makeup masterclasses both online and also now face-to-face. And what I'm looking for people who are looking for me. I'm looking for people who are looking for an opportunity for another source of income, whether they want to sit behind a computer and do it, or whether they want to get out face-to-face. And it doesn't matter what age they are. If they're around about my age, in their mid-60s, and they struggle with online and don't know how to do it, I'm the girl for them. So that's me. That's who I'm looking for. And thanks, Fred.
Just for other people in the room, Lucia, how long have you been with this company?
I have been with Nutrimetics 47 years next month, in November. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. So to say something doesn't work.
I was 2 when I joined.
No, 3. I thought we agreed you with 3. Come on, be realistic.
Yeah.
Hell, you've got the spotlight.
Sylvan Holiday Transformational Hub. We are a group of 3 companies, all about trying to create time and freedom for business owners and entrepreneurs. Just like me, here I am over in Thailand at the moment. Just got back from Cambodia, on my way to the Philippines in a couple of weeks' time. And then I might actually come back to my homeland of Australia. So if you're looking to really have a business that is about freedom, where you're not tied to a desk, tied to anything, and really want to enjoy life, that's what we're about. We do it in 3 ways. We help with events and the side of things and being connected within different network groups to try and help people to create the right mindset for business. The second company we have is a technology company. That technology is all about creating freedom and productivity. So includes CRMs, business software, etc. And the third company is an outsourcing company. So when you say, I just haven't had enough time in the day, all right, between all the 3 of those, we'll actually get people to do the work for you. So my name's Kelvin. I'm really looking to get connected with digital market agencies. So people like Freddie Gillen is a absolute cracker for me, and also business coaches that are also in that same frame of mind, the need to team up with somebody to be able to help business owners to get that time and freedom they so love and desire.
Yeah, I'd encourage everybody here to actually, touch base with Cal, because some of the stuff he's working on, like we had a great chat yesterday, and some of the stuff he's working on in the background, is simply amazing to help businesses grow. And it's all about building connections. It's not just buying or into his products or whatever he's selling. Like I'm using the CRM Hub and Jason uses it, Brenda uses it. You know, other people are looking at it. And I've mentioned this before, but up until probably a couple of months ago when I started using it, I was the guy that did everything myself. And I created systems. I had SQL databases running in the back end. I was connecting to them because I was the tech guy. When I saw this product, it just said, I don't need to do that anymore. And I grabbed it, but there's a lot more going on in that area at the moment. It's going to blow your mind in the next few weeks. So I'd encourage everybody to touch base with Cal and have a chat. So Helga, you're next.
Helga from Advancing Health Naturally here on the Sunshine Coast, bit overcast as well. I am a health coach and also a Life Vantage consultant. So primarily I help people, in particular women or anyone with rheumatoid arthritis, go into remission naturally. So that's what I'm focusing on. And so I've actually just, so what I'm looking for is I've just launched a recipe that has helped me in my healing journey, and I'm looking for people to test it. It's a simple recipe. Replace breakfast with this for 7 days and report back to me with your results. So if anyone wants to, that recipe and what is up for a bit of a challenge, there you go. If you know anyone that wants to sort of kickstart a recovery.
So with the recipe, Helga, what are you hoping to achieve, or what, you know, what's
there's a call to action to get somebody on the phone to have a conversation, because it's only part of the journey. It's just a kickstart element to what they want to achieve with their health. So it's anyone with inflammation, anyone that's feeling sluggish. I've just come off today's day 4 of a juice cleanse. So no food, just juice for 4 days. And I feel amazing. But yeah.
Yeah,
not for everyone, but I just do it. It's part of my maintenance, quarterly maintenance.
Yeah, I could do that easily, but it'd have to be a single malt. Hi, Murray. Welcome.
Thank you.
Would you like to introduce yourself, Murray?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't hear my name there. I apologize. Sure. Hi, everybody. My name is Maury Zelkovich, and I'm the world's first and only brainwave entrainment engineer. I'm a neuroscientist who creates audio and visual stimulation techniques that alters your brainwave activity. By altering your brainwave activity, I help you to alter your neurochemistry. And by altering your chemistry, I alter how you see, feel, act, and react in the world around you. Everything happens in your life, or at least you acknowledge everything in your life due to brain chemistry, which allows you to feel what you've decided to feel: happy, sad, turned on, turned off, bored, excited. Doesn't matter. You don't notice any of it if your brain doesn't create actual chemistry through the neural activity. I am currently highlighted in the Dr. Dale Bredesen protocol for Alzheimer's disease called RECODE. I'm used by the Brazilian military to help train their military police. But more importantly, and I'm putting my info in the chat, I'm conducting a chronic pain trial next month. So if you know anyone, or if you yourself are dealing with any long-term intermittent or chronic pain and want to participate, please send me an email to themorymethod@gmail.com. It's in the chat, with chronic pain trial in the subject line. Just so you know, it involves listening and watching. There's no pills, there's no diet, there's no reading, there's no exercise. So if anyone's interested, there's no charge either. Feel free to contact me. I'll be contacting everyone who asks for access. I turn down nobody. It doesn't matter what kind of pain you have. So thank you very much, and I appreciate the opportunity.
Thanks, Maury. Brenda, welcome. You there, Brenda? Earth to Brenda.
Yep, I had to get my thing was frozen. Sorry, my thing freezes. Hello, everybody. I am Brenda Marie Sheldrake in Mississauga, Ontario, Canada, and I am your biz leads expert. I help busy entrepreneurs to stop wasting time on meetings that don't produce results by showing them how to generate more qualified leads for their business through my lead generation strategy review and the Biz Leads Expert masterclasses that I host that help you to go from striving to thriving. If you're ready to create leads that stick and a business that feels like fun, then let's chat.
Thanks, Brenda. So that's the introductions. One of the most important things about any networking group is that you make connections. And the thing about it is that you need to be proactive. So a lot of people wait for other people to contact them, but I'd encourage everybody to reach out and contact whoever you haven't already spoken to or done a one-to-one with in the room, because you never know who they know and you never know how you can help them unless you have a chat. And doing Zoom calls is great, but when you get on a one-to-one, it'll expand that opportunity. So just, make that proactive effort and don't wait for somebody to contact you. Just reach out and make that connection. What I want to talk to you, it's a couple of things I want to talk about now. One is that we've actually updated the website. So we've got the Community Networking Project website. So I'm actually going to share my screen. And I shall move. Oops. Let me get that out of the way. So should have organized this a bit better. So we've got our networking group at the moment. And one of the things that we've got is when people join, we actually capture all the details and push them into a CRM. But to get people to any kind of an event, you need to send out invitations. And what I want to talk to you about is a tool that I'm actually using in Zoom is covering it up on me. But what I want to talk to you is a tool that I'm using within LinkedIn. And I just got to move some of the stuff out of the way. Sorry, guys. So if I go to LinkedIn, for example, you'll see that, and I'd encourage everybody to, I'm just going to put some links in the chat. And this is next week's event for this event. So it's an invite that I put up on LinkedIn to invite people to the networking meeting. And when I go through this, I'd encourage everybody to go there and follow these links. But one of the things that we've installed, and a few of the people in this room have actually got this tool working on LinkedIn, and it's called My Most Trusted. And I will put a link in the chat to My Most Trusted. But what happens is when you load My Most Trusted, you get a lot of options in here. And I'm not going to go in and show you all the options within this tool because it's pretty amazing, but it helps you connect with people on LinkedIn and stay in touch and send out messages and all that kind of stuff. But I want to show you an invitation feature in it. So I've got my session here running. I've actually created this event just before this meeting, and I want to invite somebody. So if I hit the invite button, My Most Trusted is going to kick in. And what it does is you normally wouldn't see this invitation, but you would have to scroll through all of your connections and decide who you want to invite to your meeting. When you have this, it's a Chrome extension, by the way. When you have this Chrome extension loaded, this pop-up will appear. And you just say, yes, I want to scroll through my connections and tag people. You could set the number of people you tag by stopping the scrolling. So if I just click yes, go, it'll start to scroll and you'll see shortly the number is actually, so it's actually scanning these people and tagging them for you. So we're already up to 56 people. I'll let it go to 100 or thereabouts, and then I will stop it, and you'll see what will happen over the next stage. So
when it's scanning, who's it scanning for? People that would
all your first connections.
Okay.
Right. You can't set location and company and a couple of the parameters in there if you stop it and do that first and then rescan it. So I'll stop that now. So it's going off and it's just going to come up and it'll tell me that, okay, it stopped scrolling. It's tagged 130 contacts. And I'm going to say, okay, I understand that. And I want to invite the 130 contacts. And if I hit that button, it goes off and it will actually scan. Sometimes I get this for some reason. It must be a little bit of a delay going on, but it should now work. There we go. So now it's invited 130 people. Now that doesn't sound a lot, but the benefit of this tool is, and what I want to encourage people here today is to actually load My Most Trusted. And when I come off screen, I'll actually put that details in the chat. Load My Most Trusted, go to this invitation and invite people, because you get the opportunity to invite up to 1,000 of your connections per week. So, and you can obviously segment them by doing a little bit of a search pattern on it. But if you invite 1,000 people to any event, and all of us in this room today invite 1,000 people, suddenly we've got multiple thousands of people being invited to an event. And that's the power of networking. That's how this tool will really work. So if we can actually join forces and work on, like I've been talking to Brenda and our co-hosts, and we're going to set up schedules for sharing those 1,000 invites. So for example, this week everybody might invite everybody to my event. The next week we all might join forces and invite all our connections to somebody else's event. So you can team up, and it might be just team up 2 or 3 people, but it's the power of networking. This tool gives you that opportunity to go out and invite people to a networking group. So that's one of the things I really wanted to talk about. And I'll just show you one other quick thing, and then I'll open it up for questions as soon as I find the thing. So we've actually added some more options on the website. So members will get to see these options. They're hidden for non-members, a lot of them. But I've actually added a workshops tab. And what this is about is that on occasion, you're aware we've ran some masterminds, and we've recorded those masterminds and we've turned them into workshops. So members can actually now go and play those workshops. So they can go in, and it's like reviewing content. So you just simply go in and hit play the video, pops up the video, and you get access to that recording, and it makes it nice and simple to find it. So that was the one on the videos. So that's just another option. I'll use Jay's phrase, what have we done with the website? And that's one of the features we've just added. So we've got a few things up there at the moment and repurposing content. So these video hasn't loaded yet, but it will be by the time you actually check this out. And that's for paid members of the group. So you'll get access to that. And I'll stop sharing and open the floor for questions.
So you just create the event and it automatically, My Most Trusted automatically kicks in. Oh, sorry, Lucia's got a hand up. Sorry.
Yeah, wait your turn.
Okay, so kind of along those questions, and so with the My Most Trusted, once I've got it loaded, Fred, so when I'm creating an event, like I've just been setting up all of our Christmas launches, like there's 17 of them that we're doing throughout Victoria. So I'm actually able to create each one of them as an event on my LinkedIn, and I'm able to sort through all my contacts via gender, location. Yeah, did you say, is gender one of the options that
not on that? It's not a full Boolean search. It's just limited. So it's got location, and I think it's got company. There's only about 3 options across the top.
Okay, not gender.
No.
Okay.
But and I'm still playing with it. Like I've only loaded it a couple of weeks ago, and I'm using it now at the moment to invite people to events. But there's a lot more in there in the other side of the tool that allows you to make new connections, flag them as trusted connections so you can get hot referrals for people. And Scott, who's the creator of it, is doing multiple, training sessions on that over the next. And I think, Kel, you've got a session with him coming up shortly as well. I've got one coming up with him next month where he's doing a 90-minute session on an introduction to it. But he's got a lot of events where he's collabing with other people and showing you how to use the tool to get the best advantages out of it. But we've made an arrangement that we've got our own networking up on there as well. So, and I'm working out how we're going to benefit members by getting them into that network as well. So there's a lot going on. But what I'd encourage everybody to do to get people into this networking group, and that's why I mention it, because the more people we get to this networking group, or any networking group you attend, the benefits for everyone, right? So if all of us here today brought one more person, suddenly you've doubled your opportunities, right? So, and it's that simple. It's just the power of numbers. So if everybody sent out, went on there, and you're not using My Most Trusted for your events, because you may not have events, but if you use your 1,000 contacts to invite people to next week's event, this room should blow up, right? So that's the reason that I actually mentioned it today, because it's to get more people into this room so we can all benefit. So Jay, you had a question.
No, I was playing with it while you were talking, and yeah, it does. So yeah, if you select the My Most Trusted network, it automatically auto scrolls.
Yep.
down there. So it automatically does the invite, which is huge.
Yeah, you just got to switch out of the
CRM
CRM Hub network and go in. Yeah, so like I've got our CNP network in there as well, and I've got to work out what the benefits now are of bringing people into those groups and try to give value to the group by using the tool as well. Yeah, Maury.
Yeah, sorry, Fred. I had a power failure and I missed the first half of that presentation. Regardless, from what I saw, I'm more than happy to let you send to I think I have about 1,700 people on my LinkedIn. I'm happy to let you do it for this group for the next meeting if you want.
Yeah, just give me a second. Oh, what's going on with this? Just a second, guys. And see, I'm just going to drop something in the chat.
So this program, Fred, is that provided by LinkedIn?
No. It's Scott Connell. But what's his surname? Kel?
Scott Cundall.
Cundall, yeah. Scott Cundall actually developed it, and he's heavily involved in it. He's doing a lot of promotions on it at the moment. I don't know when it started, but it's getting a lot of airplay right now. A lot of people are using it, and I think it's certainly worthwhile loading up and having a look at it. I've just put in the chat the link to that event that I've just mentioned, and there's also a link to the Chrome extension so you can download it. Now there is another feature, and I'll share my screen again.
I can't see it in the chat, Fred.
Yeah, I don't see it either.
Oh, hang on. I just sent it to Kel. Yeah, okay. You've already got it, Kel, so there's no point. There we go.
Snail mail.
There we go. All right. So now the other thing that I've got, and I'll share my screen just to show you what's going on again. Oh, come on. So if I go back to LinkedIn. So in My Most Trusted, when you join, you'll normally just get the My Most Trusted option here. But if I scroll down, where is it? I've got a switch network option. So when you click on that, you'll actually get Activate Network. Now, the last code on that chat is actually, if you click Activate Network, it will ask you for an activation link or path. That's what that code is in the bottom. Now, when you activate that, it'll cancel that. But if I want to switch networks, it's asking me, we've set up our own network for community networking project, and I can switch over to that. And Brenda has actually joined that, and I've just got to work out how we're actually going to utilize that network to benefit all of the members of the group as well. So, so they're the three links that are in the chat. One is obviously when you load it, the app itself. I'd encourage you to go then to the invite for next week's event. And if you're not using your invites for your own event, then just use them for ours. And we can try and build continuity on this group and build a membership.
Yeah, I'm happy to do
wants
it
to have
for
a chat
this
offline
group.
on that, I'm happy to do that as well.
You introduced me to this, so I'll use this just for your group.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Least I can do.
Yeah.
It's a free extension, is it?
Yep.
Yeah. The other thing is how to share your event. You don't have to be the creator of the event.
No, and the other thing about the tool is that you can invite anybody to the event, and use your most trusted. But if I've already invited somebody because we've got the same connection, that doesn't get used, right? Because they've already been invited by somebody else. So it's not as though you're using your 1,000 and we could all be inviting the same people. It'll actually scroll through. That person's already been invited, so I won't invite them, right?
Okay.
So there's lots of benefit, and it's the tool there's a lot going, again, like Kel's software, there's a lot going on in the background with these developments. And Scott has got, like, I was on a call with him the other night, and the stuff he's got going on in the background that he hasn't mentioned to people is amazing as well. So this is day one for these tools, right? It's day one, and if you had bought Bitcoin years ago, where would you be today? So it's the same thing. I'd encourage everybody to get in on the ground floor while it's there, start using it and start benefiting from it. Yes, Jay.
Yeah. What's it cost?
Zero.
Great.
Oh,
Zero.
okay.
But it's more in New Zealand.
Yeah, well, I've actually got a link and you can pay me. It's called a donation, so that's okay.
You want me to gild the lily?
Mate, always accept money from anyone. I don't care.
Don't
Yeah.
touch that.
Oh, yeah.
Jay, you had another question?
I do. So how do you go about setting up your own little community? So where are you've got your own network there.
Yeah, talk to
How do
Scott.
you do that?
Talk to Scott.
Talk to Scott.
Yeah.
And is there a cost involved?
No.
All right, Kel, can you do me an introduction, Scott?
Yeah, we'll work that out together for sure, mate.
Thanks, buddy.
And that's that'd be a good huddle as well to find out how we can actually use these tools, you know, from a networking perspective where we've got our own little networks. Because like Jay's aware, and we've been promoting each other's networks from day one, right? Like this isn't an abundant society. There's lots of opportunities out there how we can help each other grow. So if we can all learn how to use these tools by somebody else learning something about it and sharing that knowledge, it's going to benefit everybody in the long run.
Absolutely.
Yep. Okay, so has anybody else got any questions they want to, like, we've got a great, group of people here, great brains in the room. If you've got a question that's hurting or you need some help with, Brenda, you're waving your hand. Yeah, sorry, I missed it. Yep.
That's okay, Fred. I had a comment. So I've had a couple conversations with Scott already, and I'm going to be part of the Canadian circle. So that's like those communities, the piece that Fred's talking about. They're creating one for Canada right now, and I'm going to be part of that one and helping to promote with events for reaching out to people all over Canada about being involved and attending the events and finding out more of the benefits, because there are a lot of benefits besides the one that Fred just talked to you about tonight. It's one of the easiest benefits is this one. And I make use of it all the time. I host like 6 events a week, and I've partnered together with a number of people. And so all I do is exactly what Fred's describing to you. I ask them, I say, would you even be so kind as to even share 10 or 20 invites for me for my events? So it's really great.
Yep. No more questions or anything else? Anybody got any other questions? Not necessarily about My Most Trusted or the website or anything else that they'd like to ask, because now's your opportunity, guys. You've got lots of brains trust, so to speak, in the room. So you've got an issue you'd like to share or a problem. Now's the opportunity. Yes, sorry, Maury. Yes, sorry.
No, when you said brain, I just pointed to the picture of a brain I have behind me.
You've got to get those neural pathways open and working,
That's it, exactly.
Yeah. Hey, just sort of a little bit on change of subject. Has any of you ever read this book? Can you read it?
Nope.
It's called The One Choice. Ever read it?
No.
I don't know where it is on the screen.
Yeah, you might have to turn your background off, right?
Hang on. Bear with me a second. Hang on. How do I do that?
Virtual, under the video on the virtual, or maybe you would just give us the name and the author. It might help.
Yep, I'll give you. It's called The One Thing by Gary Keller and Jay Pappison. And I've just started to read it. I got a couple in from the UK, from the book depository, and it's about focusing on one thing, and a lot of us do multitasking and things like that, and guys are extremely good at it, and And I think all of us are pretty good at multitasking, but often it takes you in another direction, you know. But this book is really quite good. It's a good little eye opener about focusing up on the one thing, you know.
Yeah, I think that's pretty important. Like when you said most of us are good at multitasking, I just agree with that. I don't think there's any such thing as multitasking. Because when you
No.
do the second task, it takes you away from the first one, and then it takes you 10 minutes to get your brain back in gear to remember what you were doing and all the rest of it. So like I actually agree with what you're saying that about the single thing. You need to get one thing done first and then move on to the next. Because I'm trying to do, and people know it in this room, if I try and do 2 or 3 things in the room, I just get lost and I can't manage it. So you've just got to do one thing at a time and get that nailed and then move on to the next one.
Exactly. That's a good, easy read, you know.
All right, guys. Well, I might just open up a couple of breakout rooms, let people have a chat together and just get a closer or, you know, more in-depth introduction to each other so you can have a chat. I'll just find the breakout rooms button. We'll just open those up and we'll come back in here shortly. Here we go.
Room 1.
You see the rooms? Yep. I think Brenda's hung. Let me join. No, she isn't that good. Anyway.
Happening, then it'll be a success.
Yeah.
So you say your goal and then you express your challenge, what your challenge is, what you're working on.
Yeah.
And then after that, everybody in the room goes around and they give suggestions or feedback or ideas for you, things to think about. And you commit, you choose. The only rule with a mastermind is that you can't just rule out their suggestions for no reason. So you can't go, I'm not doing that, I'm not doing that, I'm not doing that. You have to be open, otherwise there's no point in being in the mastermind.
Yeah.
And
wow,
so
that sounds really interesting.
it is. And the last step is that you pick one of the suggestions that you're willing to try and implement for the next week and then report back.
Wow, that's powerful.
It is. But you have to be really loyal to the group. And that's where the challenge is with your sessions, right? Is that I want to come to your sessions too, but I'm defeating the purpose of my mastermind group if I don't like show up on a regular basis and really
are they paid masterminds? The people that are in your mastermind groups, are they paid to be in the mastermind?
In mine, it's part of a package that I paid for a while ago, so it's included in a package.
Okay.
But I'm in my, so when I set my community up, one of the things I'm going to set up within my community is the same format for masterminds. So people who join my community will have access to these masterminds that run just that way. And there won't ever be more than 8 people in a mastermind. So I'll train people to run the groups, but there won't be more than 8 people in a mastermind, because otherwise people can hide, right? You can get out of doing those things. You can get out of reporting back. You can get out of coming with an ask because you let everybody else talk ahead of you. But if there's only 8 people or less, then everybody actually has to participate.
Wow, that sounds amazing. So do you have much experience, and you too, Fred, with VSL funnels? Is that how you, the shorter funnels, VSL, is that what you call them?
Video, is that video funnels?
Yeah.
Yeah. It really depends. Like funnels, like the term funnels gets used, for
very broadly.
Yeah. And like when you talk about a funnel, it's like, what's the lead magnet? What's the introduction? What's the ascension ladder?
Yeah.
What's the next stage? So it's not like, it's really just a flow. It's more so than a flow than a funnel.
Yeah.
Like the term of a funnel was you bring a lot of people in and a few people drop through, right? That's the whole idea of a funnel. But the flow is you bring a lot of people in and you take them along for the journey.
Yes. Yeah.
So it's like you got a lead magnet. They get the lead magnet, then they get an invite to a free seminar, then they get an invite to a minimum paid option, then they get an upgrade, and then they get an upgrade, and then they get an upgrade, right? So that's, to me, that's a flow. That's not a funnel. Like a funnel is.
Yeah, it's more of, yeah.
So it's just a terminology, that's all.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Because I'm working on one now. I've got a coach, so we're trying to fine tune that now. So I'm just getting some interviewing people about the results that they've had. And then this recipe is the gift, and then it's got, hey, this is only a snippet of what you can achieve. Jump on a call.
But the way you introduced it was great earlier. Saying like I'm doing a survey, and this is an old trick, right? I'm doing a survey, right? I want to get people's feedback, and I remember a guy used to, and this is a little bit off topic, but a guy used to have an ad running in the Age on a weekly basis where he was selling a particular size motor, right? Just an electric motor. And he said he only had 10 of them, right? He manufactured them. So he never only had 10, right?
Yeah.
So as soon as he said, yeah, I got another 10, right? So it was like there was a scarcity component. And this is 20 years ago he was doing that. And the same thing applies. Like you say, I'm looking for 10 responses.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you get 20 or 30.
And some people like to be part of the results of something as well.
It could be that you do that like this month's group, or next month's group or whatever, and you do it in small batches.
Yeah.
But
and of course, once once I get them on a call and so forth, then that's where I can talk to them about other things. So I'll do one on the collagen as well. I'll tweak them and see which ones are working better. And we'll
Yeah,
just...
and it's like, that's what I was saying, like getting on the call is the most important thing, no matter what
Oh,
you're doing.
absolutely. Yeah,
matter what
get
you're
them on
doing.
a call.
Yeah, so trying to send stuff through videos and emails and all of that kind of stuff gets lost in the, you know, in the translation. Because
Yes.
people can read an email and take a totally different meaning to what you actually meant.
Yeah.
Because they
Yeah.
read the word differently, you know?
Yeah, yeah. And that's why I'm doing these short 3-minute videos as a, you know, a proof that these are people that have worked with me and the results, the before and the results that they've gotten. Yeah.
No, great. No, great
Yeah.
idea. For sure.
So
Yeah.
work in
Which
progress.
company is this for, Helga?
Beg your pardon?
Which company is this for?
This is for my own business, Advancing Health Naturally. Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
I do promote LifeVantage products. I also promote other products as well. So I just need to be very transparent. That's why I come from my organization, and then I will select the tools that I feel are appropriate for them in their journey. Ordinarily, they would start on the LifeVantage, the NRF2's the go-to, just to help them kickstart it, along with my new recipe, my smoothie. Yeah.
So if you're interested, I don't know whether the time would work for you, but I'm sponsoring someone selling on the spot marketplace on Friday morning, and I can bring a guest.
Yeah.
So Friday morning, my time, which would make it, it's going to make it Saturday, your time. Fred, can you do the automatic conversion? I can find my
What time is it?
It's 10 a.m. Eastern.
Oh, yes, I'll be 10 a.m. So I'll be midnight.
Oh, no,
Okay.
it doesn't work. What a bugger.
Okay.
Like, I'm keen, but I don't know if I'm midnight keen. I don't look my best at midnight, I'm afraid.
That's
Yeah.
well, that one I can bring a guest for free as long as they've never gone before, and you haven't been to mine, so I don't think you've been to any of the selling on the spot yet. I'm doing mine on Thursday night, but I don't have any free spots for mine right now.
Yeah. Well, do keep me in mind for any more suitable times. That would be
Sure.
great.
I will. The challenge is that most of the girls do morning events. Most of the other girls do morning events. I specifically chose evening events because I wanted to be able to appeal to the Australian market and have it not be the middle of your night.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'll keep watching, and if any of the girls do schedule, the European one at least is in the afternoon. So maybe when the next European one is.
Yeah.
I think it's about 1 o'clock Eastern, Fred. So that's better?
No, it's worse.
That's worse.
Yeah, it's 2 a.m.
Okay.
And actually it'll change, it comes back because on Saturday our clock goes forward, which means you'll be an hour earlier for these rooms, for example. So all the Australian rooms your room won't change because I'm going to change the Australian time for the room you're hosting for me. Right?
Okay.
But that'll still be the same unless you want to change it, unless it works for you changing it. So Brenda hosts one on Tuesday morning at 7 a.m. our time.
Okay. Okay.
So that'll still be the same, but it means it'll move to 8 a.m. our time on Tuesday morning, I think.
I know it's really hard. And don't you guys have daylight saving over there as well?
But it's later than you guys. So all my events change once right now as far as what time I'm telling you. And then they're going to change again in like a month and a half. They're going to change again for me because I try and keep them the same for you. So they're going to change again in a month and a half. And then, they change a number of times.
Yep. I'm going to drop out and invite everybody back into the main room.
Yep. No worries.
Okay,
Thanks,
great.
Fred.
Everybody's still here, so nobody got annoyed with somebody and left. That's great.
What's to be annoyed about, Fred? I mean, in
Oh,
great
well,
company,
well, how can I answer that?
behave.
Yeah, the most annoying one was probably still sitting in the main room.
No, I wasn't. There was nobody in the main room. So it's bad luck, right?
And you knew I meant you.
Fred joined us.
So hopefully everybody got value out of today. I
It was
you know,
good.
again, encourage everybody next week, or we've got the 6 meetings a week. So if you decide to come along to another one, please invite somebody, because that's the only way we can grow the network. Having the same people turn up all the time is great, but if we want to expand our networks, you've got to invite other people into the room. And the opportunity's there now with My Most Trusted. So I'll be going in, having a look at that, and I'll be watching every one of you to see if you have actually used the tool and invited people. And if you haven't, it's going to be 10 demerit points. Okay.
So once we load it, we can actually find your
In the
go-
chat, save the chat. The link to the event is in the chat.
Yep.
Right. And you can invite people, just hit the invite button, it'll load, and you can invite people to next week's event. Yeah.
Beautiful. All right. Save chat. There you go.
And if anybody wants to have a chat offline about it, just reach out. We could jump on a Zoom call and I can dive in a bit deeper if you want to do that.
Just to give you a bit of a picture on how well it works. I've been using it for a while and it went berserk. Like we added, thousands of people to an event very quickly.
Wow.
So, makes a difference. No, they don't all turn up, but your reach is bigger.
I think
you still only get about 10% turning up when they get there, but that happens.
I think Scott, one of the ones I was first involved in was with one of Scott's events, and I think he ended with somewhere around 2,500 people registered.
Yeah,
and it ended up 200 people or thereabouts turned up.
It's always about 10%.
Yeah, but
10% to free events is about what it is.
Yeah, I mean, if we can get 5 or 6 people into our rooms additional people into our rooms each week, what's it going to do for the network?
Oh, it's just brilliant. Yeah.
And it's also, the way I see it, is a tool that you can start your own group off around what you do.
Correct.
Yeah.
As such, and I think a lot of us will probably leaning that way in general terms, and we can see what's happening with the groups from HNP to what we're doing and what Jason's doing with Be Connected and then what HNP have got going. So there's a lot of stuff going on when you stop and look at it. And but if you can create your own thing, and also it gives you a chance to promote more of your business, but in a subtle sort of a way,
Yeah. I didn't think subtlety was one of your ammunitions, right?
Oh, yeah, but that's so kind of you, Fred. So kind of you. You keep laughing, Helga. That's good. And anyway,
I can't help
I can
myself.
hack it. I can hack it. Okay, that's no problem. I might
Yeah.
sulk after I close down here. I'll pout. I might even go and I think I've got a little bit of wine left in a bottle from the suckling pig is the vineyard I picked some up from. So I'll finish it off on your behalf, Fred.
You'll have to pop a pill.
Yeah. And inject that into the fuel.
Yeah.
You totally confused me. I thought, oh, he's doing something different. He's in the fuel market, vehicles. And then you said popping a pill, and I was really confused. So it was just an analogy as to the engine in your car.
We'll educate you yet. Okay, no problem. Okay, guys, that was really cool. I'm going to do a runner. I'm going to have a treat tonight. It's called fish and chips.
Portion chops. Portion chops.
Portion chops.
Isn't that all they got over there? Isn't that like 5-course meal?
And the beer in the Cholabun.
Share it with the penguins.
Yeah.
Or the seagulls.
See you later, chaps.
Well, there is some
Thanks,
penguins
Kel. Take
down
care,
here,
mate.
See you guys.
Chat
See
soon.
ya.